మేడం జాయిన్ అయ్యారా?
హలో హలో హలో
మీరు ఆడిబుల్. హలో శ్రీనివాసరెడ్డి గారు,
వస్తుందా సార్?
మీరు ఆడిబుల్ టు వాస్.
ఐఎమ్ ఆడిబుల్? అక్కడ రాలేదు అది.
Yes, audible, sir.
ఆడిబుల్? ఐఎమ్ ఆడిబుల్ సార్?
యా వెరీ మచ్.
ఓకే ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు కదా సరే పెట్టేసి నాకు వస్తున్నా చూడు చూడు అక్కడ నొక్కలు చూడండి.
Sir, good evening, sir. Am I audible?
ఎస్ మేడం వెల్కమ్.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good evening, sir.
యా మేడం గారు వచ్చారు.
కాకపోతే వద్దురా ఇరవై కొట్టదు
బోత్ ది స్పీకర్స్ ఆర్ దేర్.
లోపల పోయిందా ఎక్కుతుంది
ఐఓటీ ఉంటుంది కానీ ఐఓటీ
మీరు షేరింగ్ టెస్ట్ చేయొచ్చు మేడం. మీరు ఉందా పవర్ పాయింట్?
Okay, sir.
బోత్ యూ కెన్ టెస్ట్ ఇట్ అగైన్ పుట్ బ్యాక్ సో దట్. యా మీ షేరింగ్ వచ్చింది మేడం.
Okay, sir.
మీరు యూ కెన్ అగైన్ స్టాప్ అండ్ గో బ్యాక్. యాదవ్ సాబ్ యూ ఆల్సో కెన్ టెస్ట్ ఇట్.
Okay, sir. I will say. Is it okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Please.
Rambareddy, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Fine, sir.
Very good, sir.
Sir, Safiqul Islam Sahab.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
nice talking to you after a long period.
After a long time, same to me, sir.
So you are
After a
exchanging
long
greetings with us, and you are greeting on all the festivals and all the important days.
Good evening,
sir. Safiqul.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Fine. I am fine. Nice seeing you on video.
Namaste, sir. To all of you, sir.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Calcutta నుంచి
Durgapur, from Durgapur. He's a professor in Durgapur.
Hi, sir.
All good, sir.
both...
You are visible. Earlier one voice could use.
So, in the forthcoming Indian Engineering Congress, all of you are welcome, sir, in Durgapur.
Yeah, sure, we'll come.
In December.
Yeah. Where it is, sir? This is Durgapur?
Yes, sir, Durgapur. NIT Durgapur campus venue will be NIT Durgapur.
Very good. It is our known place only, So
yes, sir.
We'll join.
You all of you attended the council meeting there in Durgapur, sir.
Yeah, not only council, my daughters.
Yes.
Daughter did in NIT BTech.
Yes, sir. From NIT Durgapur. You told me that. Yes, sir.
I think Aparagaru, we can start now. Let people join. And now I think is 18 are there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Brahmareddy, sir.
So please.
Good evening to all. Good evening to madam and good evening to the respected sirs. Thank
Good
you for
evening, sir.
coming to this Zoom meeting conducted by the Ramagunam Local Center of the Institution of Engineers. And I would like to thank you on behalf of Ramagunam Local Center, sir. Now today, due to some unavoidable circumstances, we are unable to conduct the meeting on 17th, sir. So it is postponed to today. We all are cordially invited to World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. The seminar topic is gender equality and digital transformation, sir. The keynote speakers is Madam Dr. Tatineni Madhav garu and Dr. S.P. Yadav garu. I once again welcome all the dignitaries in the Zoom meeting to this topic. And the Ramagunam Local Center is a very tiny local center, sir. With the help and coordination of the Telangana State Center, we are able to conducting these small meetings. So the Zoom meeting, sir. Next time, I will invite you all the people to the Ramagunam Local Center. We would like to conduct 1 day and 2 day seminars in the local, our Pettapalli district, sir. Thank you. Now, I will introduce Dr. Madhavi Madam and our Honorary Secretary, Srinivas Reddy Saab, will introduce Yadav Saab. The first keynote speaker, Dr. Madhavi Madam, she is holding BTech degree from JNTU, Hyderabad, and MTech and PhD from the Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. Madam has guided the 4 PhD students, and now she is working as a HOD in the Geetham University, Geetham Deemed University. Madam having 20 years of experience, rich experience in the industry, in specialization in the modeling performance analysis of wireless communication systems and wireless sensor networks. Madhavi Madam have over 60 publications, sir, in the national and international journals and conferences. Her research contribution have been recognized with 2 Best Paper Awards in the international conferences, sir. Thank you for listening. Now I would invite our Honorary Secretary, Srinivas Reddy Saab, to introduce the second keynote speaker, Mr. Yadav Saab. Sir, Srinivas Reddy sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. On the occasion of Communications Day and Engineering Safety, I welcome all the dignitaries, Brahma Reddy sir, Saiful Islam sir, Satyanan sir, Peter Ambab sir, and my local center chairman. And as Apparao local center chairman told, this is a tiny center, and we are holding this seminar. This is very important seminar since we have used, our country has used telecommunications and communication system for neutralizing the terrorism, etc. So it forms a very important role. Now, I would like to tell few words about Dr. Kshetrajna Prasad Yadav sir. He is a distinguished academician, revered mentor, and a proud veteran of Indian Air Force, whose illustrious career spans nearly 4 decades of dedicated service to the nation, academia, and the scientific community. A scholar par excellence, Dr. Yadav sir holds a BTech in Electronic and Communication Engineering, Institution of Engineers, India, 1992, an MBA in Marketing Management, an MTech in Digital Systems, and PhD in Electronics and Communication Engineering, Ahmedabad. His academic foundation is further strengthened by his qualification of the UGC in Management 1998. Yadav sir, 2 decades long tenure in the Indian Air Force, 1986 to 2006, was marked by exemplary discipline, technical mastery, and leadership, earning him prestigious honors such as Best in Trade at EI and ITI 1987, and first position with exceptional grading at ADG ESTI 1996, Air Force, Bangalore. Upon transitioning to academics, Dr. Yadav sir continued to serve with vision and integrity. He shaped young minds as senior lecturer at Nirma University, Ahmedabad, led the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at Indus University 2007 to 2018, and inspired excellence as Associate Professor and Dean, Students Welfare at Symbiosis University of Applied Science, Indore. Since 2019, he has been a pillar of academic leadership at Guru Nanak Institution, Hyderabad, where he currently serves as Professor, Dean Academics, and Head of the ECE Department. A true scholar and thought leader, Dr. Yadav is a senior member of IEEE USA and a fellow of the Institution of Engineers India, IET, and LFBES. His academic contribution include 57 research papers, 3 patents, a book chapter, and numerous invited lectures across prestigious platforms. His research excellence has been recognized with Best Paper Awards at ACCT 2011 and ICCU BEA 2015. With core interest in digital and wireless communication system, Internet of Things and digital signal processing, Dr. Yadav sir continues to leave an indelible mark on the academic and research landscapes. His life and work stand as a testament to the power of knowledge, discipline, and service. Thank you, sir. Really, it is a very important subject, and we have also used this technology in mock rehearsals done in view of the war situation prevailing at our places. We have very large thermal stations, and we have conducted mock drills here, and in this communication system has been a vital thing. So now I conclude with these few things about Shatrugna Prasad Yadav sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir, Srinivas Reddy garu, please welcome Honorary Secretary of UP State Center, Dr. Vijay Singh. He is come on the joined this one from Lucknow.
Sir, I welcome
Vijay Singh, sir. Vijay Singh.
from who has joined from Ladakh. I welcome you, sir. I welcome you wholeheartedly for this. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your welcome. Appreciate it, sir.
Sir, welcome Vijay Singh, sir. Sir, your voice is not there. I think you muted your voice.
One moment. Thank you, sir. Now, okay?
Yeah, now okay, sir. Now okay. Thank you and welcome for joining.
Thank you, sir. It is an honor to join this. Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can ask madam to this thing.
Okay, sir, shall I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Thank you, sir, for such a nice introduction. Good evening, everyone. Respected Engineer P. Apparao Garu, Chairman IEI, Engineer P. Brahma Reddy Garu, former SDC IEI, and Dr. K. Srinivas Reddy Garu, Honorary Secretary IEI, Dr. S.P. Yadav Garu, Professor and Dean Academics and Head EC Department, Guru Nanak Institution, Hyderabad, invitees, guests, and all the participants. It's an honor to me to be here today to speak on an increasingly relevant and important topic, gender equality in digital transformation, empowering inclusive digital futures. So this is on the eve of World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. As we embrace new technologies and shift to digital first societies, we must ask, are we including everyone in this transformation? Despite rapid advancements in technology, millions of women remain digitally excluded. So, according to global statistics, women are significantly less likely than men to use the internet or own digital devices. In many developing regions, this divide is even more. The reasons are multifaceted, limited access to affordable technology, lower digital literacy, and restrictive social norms. So, this is not just a gender issue, it's a developmental challenge. So, why gender equality in digital matters? So this gender equality in digital space is so crucial because when we include women, everyone benefits. So women's participation in the digital economy boosts innovation and economic output. A study shows that increasing gender equality can add trillions to the global GDP. Beyond economics, digital tools empower women to access health, education, and voice their opinions, breaking cycles of marginalization. The women in technology. So, what's the reality? The presence of women in the tech sector is far below where it should be. Across many countries, fewer women enter STEM fields, that is, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, because of long standing biases, limited role models, and structural hurdles. So, there are some common stereotypes that hinder women's progress. For example, if we take women in STEM or technology, we used to hear that women are not good at math or coding. Tech jobs are better suited for men. Women are too emotional for leadership roles. Men are more logical, women are more nurturing. So, these harmful beliefs can not only discourage girls from pursuing STEM education, but also limit women's opportunities for promotions or leadership. In leadership positions, the gap is even more. Without targeted efforts, the digital revolution may deeper gender disparities rather than bridging them. So, gender inclusive in digital policies. Policy plays a powerful role in shaping digital access. To ensure inclusion, three critical areas must be addressed. To build a truly inclusive digital future, we must go beyond access. We need systematic change guided by data, policy, and representation. First, gender disaggregated data is critical. Without accurate data that separate outcomes by gender, so we simply cannot identify gaps or design effective solutions. It's like trying to fix a problem we have not fully understood. Second, as AI and automation become central to our lives, we must ensure they are guided by inclusive policies. AI systems trained on biased data can unintentionally reinforce discrimination. Inclusive AI means diverse data set, transparent algorithms, and ethical standards that protect everyone. Third, women must have a seat at the table. We need representation in digital governance, in decision-making bodies, and in leadership roles. When policies are made with women's voice included, the outcomes were more equitable for all. So a great example of this in action is India's Digital India initiative. So which includes women-centric digital literacy schemes like PMG Disha. These programs empower women at the grassroots level, helping them become confident digital citizens and even digital leaders in their communities. So, where are the key areas we need to address? Addressing gender inequality in digital transformation requires a multi-pronged approach. First, we need to equip women and girls with digital skills from basic literacy to advanced fields like AI and coding. Second, access to affordable infrastructure is the key. Third, technology must be designed inclusively, considering the unique needs of women and marginalized groups. So, and finally, we must ensure digital spaces are safe and respectful for all users. All these efforts must work together to ensure women are not just included but empowered in digital space. There are many success stories. They are very inspiring stories of how digital tools have empowered women. From rural entrepreneurs expanding their business online to young coders developing apps that solve community issues, these examples show what's possible when access meets opportunity. Organizations around the world are doing incredible work in bridging the gender digital drive. The government of India has launched various digital literacy initiatives for women. For example, a few are listed here. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Sakshara Abhiyan, that is PMG Disha. This is an initiative by the Indian government aimed at empowering rural women with digital skills and bridging the digital drive. And Mahila e Mahila e is a unique online platform where participants can display their products. So it's an initiative for women across the country as a part of Digital India and Stand Up India initiatives of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. And Internet Sathi, this is a giant initiative of Google India, Intel, and Tata Trust, a program to improve digital literacy among women in rural areas in India, providing digital literacy programs and bridging the digital gender gap. And one of the initiative is Digital Sattak. The main objective of this project is to increase the digital capacity of the women entrepreneurs to connect online and also outreach effectively through online platforms. So what can we do now? So each of us has a role to play. Governments must promote inclusive policies. Educators should encourage girls to explore STEM fields, that is in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, etc. Industry leaders can support women-led startups and create inclusive work cultures. And all of us, especially those in leadership, should mentor and advocate for women in digital spaces. So let's amplify their voices where it matters most. Let's envision a future where digital transformation does not just benefit the few, but empowers the many. A future where women are not only users of technology, but creators, innovators, and leaders. So that future is within reach if we act with intention and commitment. So thank you for your time and attention. Let's work together to build a digital world where no one is left behind, especially not half of the population. So thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me such a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for creating the awareness of women things, madam, in the digital era. Now I request Dr. Yadav Saab to share his presentation, sir. Yadav ji,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
please share your presentation.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
First of all, good evening, and I am very thankful to all of you who has just given me this chance to speak something of this one on this important occasion on World Telecommunication and Information Society Day. And the theme for this year is gender equality in digital transformation, which is a very important topic for today's scenario. So once again, I thank especially the chairman, Dr. Appa Rao sir of Ramgundam Local Center, then Honorary Secretary Sri Nivas Reddy sir, our beloved Brahma Reddy sir, Ram Babu sir, and all the seniors who has given me this chance and recognize just to present my and include in this presentation. So can I continue, sir? Shall I continue, sir?
Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, sir. So, as already said, my name is Dr. Satrughn Prasad Yadav, and presently I am associated with Guru Nanak Institute of Technology, Hyderabad, as Professor and Dean Academics. So, during my presentation, this will be my presentation outline. I will be talking on two different aspects. One is on gender equality, and another one on also on some recent trends in telecommunication, because this is also International Telecommunication Day celebration. So both these parts I will cover in my presentation. This is the outline of my presentation. So I would like to start with Sanskrit mantra sloka, which said that Karagre vaste Lakshmi, Karamadde Saraswati, Karamule tu Govindam, Prate Karadarshanam. When we rise up in the morning, get up in the morning, as per our Hindu tradition, we see our both the hands, and we pray by seeing the hands, that in the front of the hand, Mata Saraswati is stationed. Then in the middle, it is front it is Lakshmi. Then in the middle is Saraswati, and the last is Durga, and also the Govind present here. So our day start with praying the goddess, who is nothing but the women in society. So we, in our Hindu culture, in our society, we give lot of respect, and our growth totally depends on the growth of the our contribution from the women's in the Indian society. So there is another Sanskrit sloka which is taken from Manu Srimati. Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devata, yatraitastu na pujyante sarvasastra palakriya. Where women are honored, divinity blossoms there. Where even women are dishonored, all actions, no matter how noble it may be, remains unfruitful. So this is our Indian tradition. This is our Hindu culture, where ladies, women are given utmost priority, utmost importance in our society, and our growth, our peace, our all everything depends upon the blessings from the women's or goddess. So in this society, we cannot say that the ladies should be given some disadvantage. So this first stage of topic will start, because this day, of course, it is 1 week late. World Telecommunication and Information Society Day we are celebrating, which is normally celebrated on 17th May of every year, and it is to commemorate founding of International Telecommunication Union, which was in 1875 something. So it is aimed to raise awareness of importance of ICT in global development, and the theme for this year is gender equality in digital transmission. So let us take at the first point, that is gender equality. Why gender equality in digital transformation? And second part will be that some recent trends in telecommunication. So both purpose will be solved through my lecture. Why gender equality in digital transformation? Digital gender gap persists globally. It is not in India alone. Women are underrepresented in information and communication technology in terms of jobs, leadership, access. Digital inclusion is key to achieving sustainable development goal, are a collection of 17 goals which are set up by United Nations, which were set up in 2015. Or out of that 17 goals, SDG 5, Sustainable Development Goal 5, which discuss about gender equality, and SDG 9, which discuss about industry, innovation, and infrastructure, is very relevant for this current theme. It includes inclusive digital transformation, fosters economic growth, innovation, social equality. So global gender digital divide, some facts and figure. Only 63% of women use the internet versus 69% percent of men as per the International Telecommunication Union 2023 data. Women's participation in STEM. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. And ICT. ICT stands for Information Communication Technology. Jobs are less than 30% worldwide for women. In low-income countries, gap is even wider due to lack of affordable access, digital skills, cultural barriers. So, barrier to gender equality in digital transformation because of socio-economic factors, which includes poverty, affordability. Many may not be able to afford the technology, education and digital literacy gap. Urban area may be good, but rural area is adversely affected. Workplace gender bias in STEM and ICT sectors, cultural and social norms, limiting women's participation, safety and security concerns. So, role of ICT in bridging gender gaps. What are the role of information and communication technology to bridge this gap? So, there should be access to education and e-learning platforms. Women entrepreneurs leveraging digital platforms should be there. Remote work and flexible opportunities for women should be given. And telemedicine and e-governance services should be provided. Online communities and networks supporting women's empowerment should be there. What are the International Telecommunication Union's initiatives for gender equality? It states equal global partnership in bridging the digital gender divide, girls in ICT, encouraging girls in technology, policy advocacy and capacity building for gender inclusive digital policies, partnerships with governments, industry and academia. What are the India's efforts towards gender digital inclusion? So India has also taken some steps so that the gender device is not that much having. So first is Digital India program with focus on rural women, because rural women are mostly affected. Then programs like Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan for digital literacy, STEM education for girls. This is under Rashtriya Aviskar Abhiyan, women entrepreneurship schemes using digital platforms, and BharatNet and 5G rollout for universal connectivity. What are the role of academia and institutions? Promoting gender-sensitive ICT curriculum, encouraging women in research, innovation, and startups, providing digital skill training and mentorships, so that they are brought up in line with the men. Ensuring safe and inclusive campus includes digital infrastructure, collaborative with industry for internships, placements, etc., etc. So now, call to action: building a gender inclusive digital future. We have to do policy interventions where women should be given some extra facilities, mainly for the rural women, so that they can come to the mainstream. Gender audits in ICT sector, public-private partnership for digital inclusion, and community-driven initiatives to empower women. Championing role models in ICT, then leveraging the recent technologies, among them artificial intelligence, 5G and 6G, modern communication system, IoT for inclusive development, even etc., etc. So now this was on my first topic, that is gender related to gender equality. Now I will also like to talk something about the recent trends in telecommunication systems, because this is also International Telecommunication Day. So I will talk on next generation communication system. So as we know that communication is changing very fast in line with the industry technologies. It is not only communication, other technologies are also changing, but communication is also one of the part. We have seen the transformation from 1G to now 5G, and now next within 3 to 4 years we are going to see the 6G also. So the requirement for communication has got tremendous changes, and modern system requirements are bandwidth very high in terms of terahertz or hundreds of gigahertz, peak data rate in terms of terabits per second, spectral efficiency very high, 7 bits per second per hertz approximately, latency in terms of microsecond, mobility in terms of thousands of kilometer per hour, connection density very dense, position accuracy in terms of centimeter or even millimeter, wavelength, terahertz, wavelength frequency, wavelength submillimeter, frequency terahertz, etc., etc. These are the some of the requirements. So in my next slide, I will talk about the mobile communication generation briefly. As we said, I said that we started in 1980 with voice communication, analog signals in with 1G communication. The speed and other things was very, very small, less. Then we progressed to 2G in 1990 with the advent of digital modulation techniques. Then we came in 2000 with a spread spectrum technique, mainly that direct sequence spread spectrum, which was known as code division multiple access. And third G was dominating with CDMA technology. Then 4G came with OFDM technology, and with that we came with MICI-MeMo, digital, purely digital, smartphone devices, etc. Then in 2019 April, four companies in the world simultaneously launched 5G communication, three from South Korea and one from USA. And now it is operational worldwide, and India is also one of the part, but it developed commercially very fast in China. There are some technologies which is based on 4G, but 4G not exactly. Something changed with 5G, and it is related to virtual reality, augmented reality, IoT, massive MIMO, automatic driving with very fast transmission rate, more spectrum efficiency, power efficiency, etc., etc. And within 3-4 years, we are going to have 6G, sixth generation of mobile communication, which will be very different from the 5G. It will be more ultra reliable, low latency broadband communication, and it will offer very services which are different from the present scenarios. So if we talk about 4G, 5G, and 6G, so we can see that in 4G, data rate is less, around 300 Mbps. 5G, it is 20 Gbps, and 6G in terabits. It is peak data rate, which is in ideal condition. But user experience rate is somewhat less, but still 4G is less, 5G somewhat more, and 6G will be much more than this one. In terms of spectral efficiency, etc., etc., also it will be higher. Latency is going to reduce in terms of microseconds. Mobility will increase. So even in aircraft, moving aircraft, we can have communication link and we can communicate. Wavelength, of course, it is going to be in sub-millimeter, frequency in terahertz, and band frequency band for 6G will be in terahertz. 5G, it is up to 100 gigahertz. And coverage area will be much larger in 6G. So I will start with the 4G, which is very popular in our society. In 4G, we used OFDM technology. It was very successful. Transmission of signal in 4G voice system. OFDM we have used for downlink transmission and single carrier frequency division multiple access. That is also called frequency, that DFT spread was used for uplink transmission. It has got lot of advantage in terms of selectivity, inter-carrier interference, inter-symbol interference. Receiver structure was very simple and it was not affected by multipath fading. Very popular, and it revolutionized the communication system with introduction of a smartphone, etc., etc. Massive MIMO, etc., came into this picture. But why 4G cannot be used in that OFDM cannot be used in 5G. So there are some limitations. It has a strict synchronization requirement 4G because OFDM one signal and adjacent signal is that condition is they should be orthogonal to each other, so they should be synchronized. So in 5G and 6G, since the number of devices are more, mainly in terms of IoT devices, which generates billions of data, so synchronization is not possible at all, which are placed different at different geographical locations and they are huge in number. So we had to go with asynchronous communication, but OFDM 4G was based on synchronous communication. So this is ruled out. Second is high out of band leakage. Why? Because we use rectangular pulse shaping for pulse shaping of these OFDM signals. So a lot of leakage, power leakage is there, which is reflected in this figure also. So it has got less spectrum efficiency because we used cyclic prefix in OFDM. After every sub-cycle we used a cyclic prefix, which you consumed certain spectrum and it was a overhead on the spectrum. Hence, spectrum efficiency was less, but its advantage what? It maintained orthogonality between the adjacent signals and also it reduced the effect of inter-symbol interference. And it has the very main this one disadvantage that it is having high peak to average power ratio. PAPR is very, very high. Of course, bit rate is good. So to improve these shortcomings of OFDM and SCFDMA. SCFDMA is also a part of OFDM only, but here we use in transmitter both this discrete transform, that DFT and IDFT, both in transmitter as well as receiver, so that it cancels and it becomes a single carrier communication system. And so in order to avoid this, we used in 5G novel orthogonal modulation techniques in 5G and 6G. Also, some pulse based techniques were used, which includes FBMC, frequency-based multiple carrier, and GFDM, modulation techniques. Then universal filtered multi-carrier and filtered OFDM based on subband filtering. So these some of the techniques we used. So what are the modulation techniques used in 5G and will be also used in 6G? So there are three different platforms. First platform is novel modulation techniques, which are based on orthogonal modulation, multiple accessing, but they are not synchronous. So one is modulation based on pulse shaping. There are two techniques. Then modulation based on subband filtering. Again, there are two techniques, and other modulation techniques also used. But basic platform is OFDM. There has been some changes in the pattern of data analysis, so that even asynchronous signals are also giving a better bit error rate and better less peak to average power ratio. In my lower slide, CCDF is nothing but complementary cumulative distribution function, so which is nothing but the peak to average power ratio. So it gives better one. So if we come to the second platform of modulation techniques, so this is based on NOMA, non-orthogonal multiple accessing. So again, there are different techniques: power domain NOMA, code domain NOMA, and NOMA multiplexing in multiple domains. So I will not go into that much detail. The third platform, which is very prominent and it is a very good candidate for 6G communication, is index modulation techniques. So here also there are different techniques: frequency domain, time domain, spatial domain, and channel domain. So here signals are exploited in different domains without giving extra bandwidth and power. We can extract more benefits from it, so that it is more spectral efficient, more power efficient, out of band leakage is very, very less, and it is more better than the other technology. And this may be the modulation technique for 6G, but still we have to wait. So now we will talk about something on 6G service coverage with mega satellite constellation. So you may be knowing that several mobile satellite operators have come into the market, and among them is a SpaceX, a Star services, which is nothing but so they have come up with lot of satellites, and they are giving without any internet. That internet service will be provided through the satellites only. Mainly the SpaceX Starlink has put at present around 8,000 satellites in the orbit, and their plan is to put around 40,000 satellites in the orbit. They have already captured the market worldwide, and they have also done some MOU with Indian players like Bharti, Airtel, and also with Jio, Mukesh Ambani. So within no time, they will be coming in the market, that is SpaceX Starlink services. So they have put satellites in low Earth orbit, around 10,000 kilometer from the Earth's surface, so that mainly the distance low Earth orbit, because this delay can be minimized. So there are so many players, and of course some satellites are put in geosynchronous orbit also, which is around 36,000 kilometer from the Earth's surface. Some satellites are also put in medium Earth orbit satellites at around 22,000, 20,000 kilometer from Earth's surface. So and this for mobile, they are putting in low Earth orbit, mainly because the latency will be minimized. So different players have come, and they have put in different number of satellites in the orbit, so that they can provide the mobile communication through the satellites. So this is the constellation scale and configuration parameters of different players. I will not go into that much detail. And distribution of visible satellites, this is distributed like this. A Starlink is one of the very prominent player of SpaceX Limited. So normally they use different bands, and mainly these communication satellites use Ka band and Ku band. But earlier satellites use C band also. But when we go for the higher band spectrum, our rate of transmission will be much higher than at low band. So L and S bands also used for different purposes. But nowadays, most of the communication satellites use Ka band and Ku band. Elon Musk, which has launched that Starlink, which is a satellite internet service provided by SpaceX. It has aimed at providing high-speed broadband access worldwide, especially in remote and undeserved areas. It uses a constellation of low Earth orbit satellites, reduces latency compared to traditional satellite system, and Starlink offers speeds between around 100 or 200 Mbps. So it provides direct to cell technology. So there is no in between. Directly satellite will that mobiles will receive signal from satellites. So still they have to put lot many satellites in the orbit. What is the benefit of putting satellites in low Earth orbit for communication purpose? So mainly in terms of latency. If we see average height of low Earth orbit as 1,500 kilometer from Earth's surface, then even up to okay. So that speed of the signal is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, equal to the speed of light. So while covering longer distance, it will take longer time. Again, it has to come back. So if we put satellite in geosynchronous orbit, the latency will be around in terms of 200 or 300 milliseconds. When we put these satellites in medium Earth orbit, the latency will reduce to 150 milliseconds. But for real-time operation, even 150 millisecond is much more. So we have to go for the low Earth orbit, whereas the delay is very less. So it provides a delay or latency of about 10 milliseconds. But what is the disadvantage? We have to put more number of satellites in the orbit to cover the entire globe. If we go in geosynchronous, only 3 satellites. If we go for medium Earth orbit, somewhat more, and low Earth orbit, very more. Because as per the Kepler's law, that speed will be much more when it is near to the surface, Earth surface. So compared to now, compared to 5G, what will have in 6G? 6G will have wider frequency band, higher transmission rate, higher spectrum efficiency capacity, shorter delay. So delay is nothing but latency, and broader coverage, and it will be more robust in nature. So key services and roadmap for 6G, it is given for 4G, 5G, and 6G. 6G will be new, covering new media, new services, and new infrastructure. 4G was based on LTE, long-term evolution, and long-term evolution advanced network has created an era of mobile internet with 3G partnership project, 3GPP. So web, it is used for web search applications, services, multimedia, app, etc. Whereas 5G designed to support a wider range of services, augmented reality, large scale Internet of Things, autonomous driving, etc. 5G includes 3 technical characteristics, that is enhanced mobile broadband, massive machine-to-machine communication, and ultra-reliable low-latency communication. Whereas 6G will provide new media, that is holographic, 3D pictures, new services, teleport, and new infrastructure, trust, will be the main features of the 6G communication. 6G system will adopt advanced artificial intelligence technologies. It will promptly and efficiently collect, transmit, learn data anytime and anywhere to generate a large number of innovative applications and intelligent services. 6G will have super ultra reliable low latency communication. It will provide extended reality. So this is the one picture of key services and roadmap for 6G. So it will be totally new service, new media, and new infrastructure, which it include all, and it will be centered to human centric, not machine centric or industry centric, but human society centric. It will be there. So 6G will support extremely rich multimedia application in the form of high fidelity, holograms, and immersive reality, tactile, haptic based communications, support of mission critical application for connecting all things. If we talk about 5G, it represented a new wireless communication paradigm that adopted a service-based architecture, communication-oriented architecture, and connected things. Whereas the concept of 6G is totally transformative, and it is going to revolutionize the development. From connected things of 5G, we are going to have connected intelligence in 6G. Ubiquitous AI will empower a hyper-flexible architecture that will bring human-centric development concepts to all aspects of network systems. Instead of data-centric, machine-centric, or application-centric, which was the focus of 5G, 6G will communication will have higher level security, a stronger privacy protection. Traditional machine learning based on a central server, which was used in 5G, has got some sufferings, some disadvantage. Those are critical privacy, security challenges, and not suitable for ubiquitous machine learning. So decentralized machine learning solution is required for 6G, and for that we are going to use a federated learning system, which is a decentralized learning system and not the pure form of machine learning. So higher energy efficiency will be there. It will harvest energy from ambient radio frequency, solar, geothermal energy, and wind energy. So it will capture energy from the nearest things. So even energy is not required to be much used for this. Wireless power transfer from dense network infrastructure or mobile charging stations, and also unmanned aerial vehicles. It will be coming in the green communication, because AI-based solution will optimize energy and power uses scheduled for wireless devices required for a wireless, because it will harvest the energy from the surroundings. It will provide high security and privacy. And as I said, because of use of federated learning in place of machine learning, the security will be more because the devices will be placed. All analysis will be done at the device end itself, in spite other than taking at the central level at some remote places like cloud and other things. So it will have high intelligence. It will provide user with high quality, personalized and intelligent services. It includes operational intelligence, application intelligence, and service intelligence. Of course, AI will be part of this artificial intelligence, and it will be using that ML in different form, whether it is unsupervised learning, deep learning, etc., etc. But still, over on that, that federated learning will be used because of the more privacy concern and less delay. This is AI-enabled 6G wireless network and related applications. So federated learning, as I told, in place of machine learning, it will be used here. The computations will be done at the device end itself, so that latency will be reduced, privacy will be maintained, data will not be have that theft cases, etc., etc. So this is the overview of federated learning process in 6G. Will not go into that much detail. So now in 6G, what will happen? Now there will be only one cell. There is a no cell concept will be there for 6G. Up to 5G, there is a cellular concept because some wireless station, normally PTS, are providing signals. So here signal will be whether you are in air, whether under sea or in the space. Signal will be provided ubiquitously and without any break. So if you go underwater, it will be provided with uh, uh, maritime communication networks. If you are on the surface, near to surface, it will be provided through terrestrial communication networks. Around 100 kilometer, 200 kilometer above the surface, the signal will be provided through UAV. And if you go beyond that, even up to geosynchronous orbits, it will be provided through satellite communication networks. So wherever you go, signal will be present. So this will be not restricted to geographical locations, and everywhere you will get the signal in 6G. This is the concept with the integration of space, air, ground, and sea networks. As I said, cell-free massive MIMO. Cell will not be there. Sir, am I audible or not? Am I audible?
Audible, sir.
Okay, sir. So there will be a cell-free network in 6G because everywhere, wherever you go, there will be unique one cell only. You will get the data, which will be different from the present system. So we have used blockchain-based network for mainly cryptocurrency, but this can be also used in 6G for providing secured communication. Blockchain is considered to be a very secured communication and very less prone to theft. So data cannot be taken from others. So this concept is also going to be used in 6G. Then we will use visible light communication. It is not through optical fiber or free space optical communication. It is even lights will act as a transmitter and the devices will act as a receiver. Normal bulbs, normal tube lights will be nothing but a photodiodes. So through this also, we will be able to provide communication in 6G. So visual light communication will be used. It operates, of course, because it is a light, so it will be, its frequency will be beyond 10 to power 14 hertz, that is in terahertz, and it has high data rates because it is light, electromagnetic waves, light, which is that 3 to 10 power meter per second speed, large frequency spectrum, bandwidth is high, so high transmission rate. Why high transmission rate? Because if you remember the Shannon-Hartley theorem, channel capacity is governed by two parameters. One is the bandwidth and one is the signal to noise ratio. So it is defined as C is equal to B into log to the base 2 1 plus signal to noise ratio. So here signal frequency is high, so bandwidth is high, so channel capacity will be high. When channel capacity is high, one theorem of Shannon is you cannot transmit a signal beyond the channel capacity. So rate of transmission for distortionless transmission should be less than or equal to channel capacity. So transmission rate will be high, very high, because the frequency is very high, and it will be distortionless and robust against interference, because here in this case light is there, so it will not be interfered or affected with electromagnetic waveforms. It contributes to short range communication because it will be used in rooms and closed area itself. So one more thing has come in for 6G, that is called reconfigurable intelligent surfaces. Here we don't have to use antenna arrays, etc., everywhere. So even that there are some surfaces which are developed, which will be reconfigurable, which is intelligent, and it will change even the phase of the signals, and it will try to route wherever it required. And so the use of, and it can be used even on walls, even on wearables, the coat, whatever you are using, that there we can use some intelligent surfaces with certain materials, so which will act as that signal directors. This is also a very, very prominent technology which has come for 6G, and it because of its use, 6G will be much more effective than the earlier technologies which we have used, where we only dependent upon the different antennas and reflectors. So this is all about intelligent reflecting surfaces. I will not go into that much detail, but lot of papers are there, intelligent reflected surfaces, which have used the modulation technique like index modulation, which I said, and lot of papers have been published, not only in IEEE transactions journals, but in almost all in scientific field. This is a very prominent technology, both intelligent reflected surfaces and index modulation for 6G communication systems. So now another concept is, we have till now we have been talking about half duplex, full duplex, or simplex, etc. But in 6G, the duplex system will not be there. It will be a free duplex because it will be a dynamic. The channel will be located as per requirement. So the same channel can be used for transmission of signal or reception of signal wherever required. So that the system of cellular concept will go, then duplexing system will go. This will be a free duplex system, and it will provide high transmission rate, high throughput, and reduced latency. So no two channels are to be allocated for single communication system, one for forward communication and another for reverse. Same will be used, but it will not be a simplex. It will be a duplex in nature, but it will be as per the requirement, which will be very dynamic in nature. So these are some of the things. Terahertz communication, because we are going to use in 6G frequency beyond 100 gigahertz. So terabits per second, this will be there. Okay. Frequency, it will have very high bandwidth, very low latency, etc. So now Internet of Nothings. 5G about Internet of Everything. 6G will be Internet of Nothings. Internet of Nothings offers all kind of human intended services without owning or carrying any type of computing or storage devices. So it envisions internet services to appear from the surrounding environment when needed, and it will disappear when not needed. So this concept also is new. This is divided further in terms of wearables like smartphones, wearables like Google's labels as smart jackets, etc. Nearables like your walls, etc. Tables, even where, because we are going to use IRS. intelligent reflective surfaces. Nearables are nearby computing technology. It will have mobile computing, ubiquitous, pervasive, and pervasive computing. Ubiquitous computing is embedded in the things surrounding us. Pervasive computing involves our wearables, and pervasive computing aims at changing behavior of users through social characteristics. Because 6G is totally going to be based on societal requirements. So it will be a society based, not industry based or that machine based. Optical fiber fixed networks will be used. Of course, earlier also it was used. Now also it is going to be used for long haul communication. So, and it will provide enhanced fixed broadband, full fiber optic connection, and guaranteed reliable services because losses are very, very less in optical fiber. So, to end my presentation, because I have not gone into much of the details, just I have given a brief introduction how the next generation of communication system will be and what are the requirements. So to conclude my lecture, as my lecture was divided in two parts, one was related to gender equality and another one I have talked about on the recent trends in communication system. So digital transformation without gender equality is incomplete. A gender inclusive digital society fosters innovation, equity, and sustainability. Together, we can ensure no one is left behind in the digital era. And let us commit to gender equality in digital transformation. Second part, conclusion. 5G and 6G networks will be able to provide enhanced throughput, massive connectivity, improved spectral efficiency. New waveforms can be adopted to reduce out-of-band leakage while meeting diverse demands of the society. So with this, I conclude my lecture. If you have any question, please, you can ask.
Highly appreciable talk. Yadavji, pranam, Professor Ramna, past chairman.
Pranam, sir. Pranam,
बहुत बढ़िया talk है, sir. Highly appreciable talk. As you mentioned, 5G and 6G, our Brahmats have also बोलते रहते हैं. Highly appreciable talk, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Any questions, sir?
Sir, Yadav sir, you have mixed very nicely technical projections as well as the content from different emerging technologies, especially 5G and 6G. The one small issue, I think, deliberately must have left. What is the effect of radiation by going to the terahertz or going to gigahertz, 10 giga, more than the 100 gigahertz? What will be the impact on of the radiation on this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, actually, whenever, if you go to basic electromagnetic field theory, whenever electric current flows, there will be magnetic field surrounding the carrier, that conductor. So whether we use low frequency, medium frequency, high frequency, or even in UHF or even Ka band, KU band range, this will be there. This will be there, but how much it will be there and how much it should be allowed. So as per that government regulations, there is a SAR fixed. Even we use microwave oven. So there also radiations are there. Our mobile phones, radiations are there. So we should not be just get affected by these radiation because this will be within the very limit which will not affect the human body. Earlier somebody were just afraid of using mobiles. Now it has become a part of life. So we just moved from 1G to 5G. There is no that much hazard. So 6G will also have the same thing. It is not only hazard is not only related to frequency, but related to power. As Brahma Reddy sir already a veteran from Indian Air Force, and I am also there from that. We used radar systems. So when we used Thomson Hudson radar, where we emit hundreds of kilowatts of power, so there it is much more affected. So normally these radars are put at very high altitude so that the common man are not coming into this radiation, this one. So power is the most thing. There, what is the effect? If we are subjected to these radiations, our X chromosome will die and we will not be able to produce male childs. So female only. Most of the people who are working on radars and exposed to these radiations have girl children only, more. So that is also good for gender equality. But our here is power should be less. Even we use whatever frequency we want to use. If the power is less, then it is not going to affect. Even X-rays, why we are afraid of X-rays? X-rays, even it is used for detection of our some diseases, something, but their power is more. But even if we use X-rays in our daily communication system and we keep the power level under the limit, then it is not going to affect the human life. It is not only in communication system. If you see the transmission lines where it is transmitting hundreds of kilovolts of power, there also electromagnetic interference are very high. It is not because of the frequency, because frequencies they are only 50 hertz, but power is more because the current is more, and magnetic field generated around this conductor, that electric field is very high. So I think we should not be afraid of using high frequency. Of course, we have to keep under limit the power which is going to be used. And government is there, ITU is there. So they will, they have already put restrictions and they will put restrictions. Those mobile phones, those devices which generate more power, which are harmful for the society, will not be permitted to be sold in the market.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Nice explanation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Any other questions, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you are talking about radiation.
Yes, sir.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam. Good evening, madam.
Sir, I'm having a small clarification or some introduction about the AI-enabled 6G technology. What does this mean, sir?
AI-enabled?
6G technology. Just now in one slide you were explaining regarding that.
Acha, AI-enabled 6G technology.
Yeah.
So, okay, now because that 6G is going to serve massive number of users. So just human interference or normal technology will not be sufficient to cater the demand. So we need some machines which should be automated to give the decision. AI is nothing but it is artificial intelligence. Means machine has been trained so that it takes decision as per the training given to that. What I was referring to, in up to 5G, we used machine learning in different platforms, like whether it is distributed machine learning or whatever form. But what is the basic disadvantage of machine learning? The computations were done not at the device level, but somewhat at other places, like cloud computing, clouds. So which is away from the user. So since data is going to a central server, so there is a the distance involved. So latency will be more, first of all. Then computation, of course, will be more, but the data security is less. Data security is less. So what they have come up in for 6G, machine learning in its original form will not be used in 6G. Of course, we have, apart from cloud computing, fog computing or edge computing, which also does computation at the device level. But that federated learning is a part of machine learning, which is different from its concept, because machine learning uses central data computations, whereas federated learning will be implied at the device level itself. So there will not be data will not be allowed to go further away. So first thing, it will reduce the delay. Second, it will provide security to the data. And 6G is mainly concerned to more to the security and also to the delay. That is, so federated learning is also a part of artificial intelligence, but it is different from the machine learning. Of course, in IoT, we have always used also used that edge computing, fog computing. So that are also similar to where the computations are done at the device level. But federated learning is a part of something advanced form of machine learning. In that way, I told.
Yes, sir.
Special thanks to Brahmadi sir, the man of WWW, World Wide Web. And Mr. Modi also regretting sincerely. Congrats.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Hurry, go ahead with this. Any other questions? Okay, otherwise.
Yes, sir. Any other
I can-
question, please let me know, sir. If I am able to clarify, up to some extent, I will.
Congratulations, Aparagaru. Congrats. Good program.
Thank you, Naik, sir.
And Sir Digar, congratulations.
Good night, sir.
Special thanks to Mr. Brahmadi Garu, putting a lot of interest for both Ramgundam and Puthugudam. Congrats.
Hello, sir.
Any more questions, sir? Shall I switch off the
Hello, sir.
slide?
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, what is the range of electromagnetic waves intensity for frequency, different frequency ranges are there, na? Medium, low, and high. What is the magnitude intensity of electromagnetic waves?
Means, sir, electromagnetic waves.
Yeah, because radiation propagation, it will go on.
So,
what would be the intensity of that waves? Will it affect humans or not? What is the effect of?
That is why I told, sir, that is why I told, sir, we should not be worried about the amount of frequency which are going to be used, because definitely there is no unused frequency now available. So we have to go for a higher end of frequency. But of course, there are some advantage and disadvantage associated with that, because higher frequency will have more disturbances, and we have to use costly receivers and transmitters in order to get the signal in a better signal to noise ratio. So lot of disturbances, absorptions by even atmospheric conditions will be there. So frequency is just one thing is more, sir. If we talk in terms of wavelength, frequency is related to or wavelength is related to c divided by frequency. C is the speed of light. So if we use more higher frequency in terahertz, we will get wavelength in millimeters, or even sometimes we take nanometers also. So one concept of microwave theory is that if the wavelength of the signal is lower than the diameter of the object, then there will be lot of absorption, scattering, and disturbances to the signal. So, but it will not affect the human body, signal alone or wavelength alone, as long as power is under the control. Even low, I said, sir, low frequency 50 hertz signal, power signals, affecting lot many of people wherever that high transmission power lines are going. Frequency is very less. Whereas we use microwave, now we have started using 5G. The highest limit of 5G frequency is 100 gigahertz, up to 100 gigahertz. So we are not getting any effect, because all devices which are coming in market are regulated under regulation by government, both Indian government as well as international telecommunication unions. So they have put a specific limit on SAR, a specific absorption ratio. So if we keep that power within the limit, it is not going to affect human body. So we should not be afraid. I have heard so many places, I have given lecture on this. So they are afraid of this frequency will be dangerous to the human body. Not at all. This frequency has got no relation to affecting the human body as long as power is less.
Sir, what about the effect on crops and all vegetation? Is there any effect on vegetation, sir?
No, sir. No, sir. It is just a rumor. This is just a myth. which is prevalent in the society or market, it will not have any adverse effect on any of the things, because it is going to be society friendly. It is going to be made for human services. So
Environment friendly, na, sir?
any technology which is not good for human, not good for society, and corps are also a part of society. This one. So this is just a myth or rumor which is persisting in the society. It will not have any effect, and just we are going to witness this within very up to now. We are going 40 gigahertz signal we are used up initially for 5G. Now they have extended up to 70 gigahertz, and the highest limit is 100 gigahertz. When we cross 100 gigahertz, it will go into terahertz. So this will not affect at all, as 5G is not going had affected anything. 4G has not affected anything. Similar way, it will not affect.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Shall I interfere in this small
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
discussion?
are welcome, sir.
So
You are
nicely you
welcome, sir.
told. But what is the reply to that? Whoever is asked about the magnetic field and all that. See, in the 5G, that is the reason small technology is used, small cells technology. As the small, actually, in up to 4G, the penetration of the radiation or whatever it is, this thing, 0.8 to the skin of any human or any animal. But when it is 5G is tested, it is 0.41 That means much lesser than the what it was being affected by 4G. And as the frequency goes up, we have also told, but the penetration goes down because as a wavelength, bandwidth also reduces. Bandwidth is inversely proportional to the frequency, and hence the antenna design is such. In the small cell is nothing, is only antennas, small antennas placed at different places with very minimal power. Hence, the whatever the it is radiates or gives the magnetic or radio frequency signals, that they are very not so powerful as earlier was the systems. Hence, this is always under control, even much lesser than what it was. So this is the thing, sir. That the reason that even if the 6G comes, it will not affect any human or anything. Their radiation will not go up, and it will be under control. This is the theory for the relation between the traveling of transmission rate and then the frequency.
So just I will add, sir, something. Because up to 5G, we totally dependent of antenna, BTS, base transmission system, that is called tower. So in 6G, we will not depend upon even on these antennas also. Our surroundings objects, our intelligent reflected surfaces, whatever we are wearing, that will also have some transmission capability. They will also generate, like antenna, the signals in a particular ray. They will have capability of changing of phase, and wherever it required to go, it will go. So the power limit, because of the intelligent reflected surfaces, will be much less than up to the 5G, what concept we are using, BTS, wireless transmitters, etc. So that will be there. One more thing is there, sir. Theoretically, if we use a particular frequency, what is the power radiated by a particular antenna? So it is proportional to 1 upon a square root of lambda to the whole square. So when lambda wavelength is very less, so power will be more. So that concept may be are going in the society. Since frequency is very high, so wavelength is very low. So power generated by antenna is inversely proportional to a square root of the wavelength. So it will be much more. But that power will be monitored, power will be transmitted only which is permissible and not hazardous to the society or any living things, whether it is crops, whether it is trees or any other thing. And many other technology will come to rescue this, because this will be, even computation will be done at the device level. So power requirement is very less. It need not to go to somewhere at the remote locations. So these all considerations will be there, and 6G will be more environment friendly, more society centric, and more human friendly.
Thank you, Speaker sir, and thank you, Brahma Reddy sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Yadav sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me the chance.
Thank you, Shatrigan sir.
Thank you, Chadok sir. It was a very nice program and very nice presentation from your side.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, Srinivas Reddy sir.
Hi.
Sir, boot up side. Boot up side.
Sir, it is really enriching subject, sir. In the recent past, we have conducted drills for protection of the Singareni thermal power station, where these technologies were used. The enemy sends the drones to the thermal stations before coming to the thermal station only. So it identifies and gives a siren to the inmates. They go to the shelter. Similarly, there are arrangements to neutralize the drones. So the communication system, AI-based instruments have been used in thermal stations. So that time, as we are working in the rescue department, so we got to witness these communication systems, sir. We have enriched our knowledge. Similarly, I thank Brahma Reddy sir, Saiful Islam sir, Naik sir, and our chairman, Rao Garu, and all other persons who have joined this meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Heartily congratulations, Brahma Reddy sir.
Oh, very good.
And
I'm very happy.
Appara Garu and also Siradi Garu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
రామగుండం ఇంకా పెట్టాలి అప్పరా సార్ రామగుండం ఇంకా పెట్టాలి 2-3 సార్లు.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you, Reddy sir, and all your team members for the very
Thank you,
nice
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Good day. Good night, sir.
Good evening.
Madhavi madam parade also highly appreciable, sir.
Good evening.
Madhavi madam and
Yeah, I
and
think
Sanjeev sir also.
tell Ratnam to play Janagarmana also.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, sir, Islam Sahab and Vijay Singh Ji, for all the way you joined us. Raghaval Garu from outside, Honorary Secretary, Kottagudem, all they have also joined, given a lot of encouragement to Ramagundam. There is a threat from council that Ramagundam and Kottagudem centers, they wanted to close it down. Even recently, the topmost position also has expressed that. But it's my promise, and I see that the centers will not be closed, and this center will
Will
excel
not
in
go, sir. From
the
orange
future
to
to
green, you
come.
bringing,
They
Mr.
will
Brahmad, sir.
excel in all space, especially doing these technical activities. And very, very thanks to the Yadav Saab and Madam Madhavi Garu also. For the movement I just said, they are so enthusiastic and immediately they agreed. And unfortunately, we of course
No
postponed
problem,
by
Brahmad,
1
sir. Will
week.
coming orange to green.
Yeah. So, sir,
Under
we
your
keep
time, Mr.
continue this
Appara Garu,
program. We need your
Sirana
services,
Park
Yadav
to
Saab,
congrats.
and also we take the other center help also, like UP State Center. Vijay Singh Saab is always very, very active and very dynamic person. And our Islam Saab, of course, no words to say about him. He is always ready to help any center, and he being alumni, and really is a wonderful. And thanks to you, sir. We really, I'm very, very happy that all, even from outside states, they have joined in this program. And
Yeah,
really, I don't want to just say not it is not for praising somebody. And Yadav Saab has given about all the new technologies or emerging technologies so beautifully you have explained, sir. You though I am also in 5G. This thing normally I don't go much into deep into technical
Yeah.
parameters. The reason is
Yadav sir, Mr. All the
the
topic, good
the
topic. Congrats.
participants are not related to our branch of engineering, so I go lightly on the other side of the matter only. So really, you touched it. I think many of the engineers, even then, is now generalized technical parameters. Very nicely explained also. And you have wonderfully answered all the doubts or questions expressed by our participants. And Madam also has given very brief but very sweet about the gender equality in digital transformation. Oh, very, very thanks, sir. And it is, I look forward doing a lot of programs by our Srinivas Reddy Garu. He is also, of course, they both are in Singareni and both are working. They are very busy. Sir, always my help is there for anything. You can call me and disturb me anytime. We will definitely, our state center is ready to help
Thank you,
the
sir.
local center in all any matters, sir, including conducting program, even some you need some financial help. Even a recent meeting, our Ranak Naik Sahab and we have passed one this thing. The local center should be supported whenever there is a 1 day seminar or something. We should give some 10,000 rupees from state center. This was passed.
Thank
I
you, sir.
think tomorrow there is a meeting which will be confirmed minutes. So please take help of this Srinivas Reddy Garu, Apparao Garu. Please take, sir, both the chairman and honorary secretary, help of the center. And we were also planning the center, including chairman and honorary secretary of state center, to plan one meeting at Ramagundam. Just to mingle with all
Most
of
welcome,
you
sir.
and so that you get some encouragement
Yes,
from
sir.
the state center committee. So this is my last words, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Special thanks to Appara Garu and Sri Garu. For SLBC also, they helped a lot. SLBC.